We're looking today at graphs of circles. So we're going to have three parts on circles. This first one is focusing on the form that you may have seen before, which is what's called center radius form. We want to be able to recognize that form, identify the coordinate of the center of a circle, identify the radius of the graph of a circle, and sketch the graph of a circle when we're given center radius form. Now, your basic form, so what we call center radius form, is the equation x squared plus y squared equals r squared. This gives us a circle that is centered on the origin, so on 0, 0, like this, with a radius of value r. Obviously, a circle is not a function, because if we vertical line test it, we get those 2 points of intersection. But we can transform it in the same way we've been doing for functions. So x is moved by h units left and right, y is moved by k units left and right. And r, there's no real dilation factor because the value of r is just actually telling us the radius. So as r changes, so does the size of the circle. The center of the circle is obviously going to be the point hk, how much it's been translated. So the equation of the circle with a center at -3, 5 and a radius of 2, we've got -3 is going to be h and 5 is going to be k. So we have x minus -3 becomes x plus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared is going to equal the radius squared, so 2 squared, which is 4. That's nice and easy. When we know the center, we know the radius, it's very, very easy to write down the equation of that circle. Similarly, if we're given the base equation of our circle, it's quite easy to find the center and the radius because we know that our center is going to be at hk and our radius r is going to be the square root of that back number. So h in this case is 1. K is 2 because we're subtracting both of these, and r is the square root of 4, which is 2. So our center is at 1, 2, and our radius is 2. Sketching the graph of the circle is then not particularly more complicated because all we need to do is work out where our x and or y intercepts are and sort of how wide our circle is, so using that radius. So here we know that our center is going to be at -1, -4. So we can plot that on our graph here. And our radius is going to be 3 because r squared is 9. So if we think of going sort of 3 units either side of that center point and up and down, we have a rough idea of where our circle should be. Okay, it's a very lopsided circle, but you get the point. And from that, we then know, in this case, there is no x-intercepts, so we only need to find the values of those two y-intercepts. So we simply replace x with 0 in our equation. We get 1 squared is just 1 plus y plus 4 squared equals 9. So y plus 4 squared is going to equal 8. Y plus 4 will be plus or minus the square root of 8, which we can rewrite. Y plus 4. We can simplify our root 8 to be plus or minus 2 root 2, and then we just take 4 away from both sides. So -4 plus or minus 2 root 2. Obviously, this will be -4 plus 2 root 2 and -4 minus 2 root 2. If you're not sure how to simplify surds, make sure you go back and have a look at that because you'll be expected when you're labeling points to have them written in their simplest form.